This game is a recorder's nightmare. Hey guys, name's Fen. Last time I'm about to go out and sell an opal and shit. You know what this game needs? Save-ability on the menu screens. But no, escape doesn't do anything, and I have to just continue. But then it crashes if I record, so see you guys in a minute. Fiddle-dee-dum and fiddle-dee-dee, the old great lady is after me. Well, it's a children's rhyme, so I guess we can't expect too much from its verbal fidelity, but it doesn't look very good when written down. Fiddle-dee-dum and fiddle-dee-dee. I am a writer who is not at all lazy and pressed.
One of the city's most crowded residential districts in the center of town, near the river. It's not wall-to-wall nobility like Halldale, but there's money here, if you know where to look. South Quarter's where I live, so I guess this is home. As long as I behave myself, I can go anywhere and do as I please, and the residents won't give me any trouble. But the city watch will. The entire force knows what I look like, and they'll attack me on sight. If I don't stay out of the way of their patrols, I might be looking at some jail time, or worse. First thing I need to do is see my fence, Heartless Perry. His shop is down in Black Alley. I'm bringing Perry the bloodline opal. I don't want to hang on to this stone any longer than I have to. Something about that job has left me with a bad feeling.
Oh, Garrett, if you want to talk about bad feelings, you'll get plenty of those in the future. Oh, hey, it didn't have to load this time. So, I get a new objective for some reason. Let's check it out. Go see my fence, Heartless Perry. Completely cheesily named, but hey.
It's not much, but it's home.
This is Garrett's apartment. Now, this is the first time you get into the city. This may not look like a city, but I assure you the city does exist and stuff. So you can pretty much just, like, practice, I guess, like a thief player needs any practice. Psh, I know how to play this game. I guess you can practice putting out candles, throwing them around. It's all pretty good. Unfortunately, again, you can't steal from yourself, but you actually can because, well, it's more like taking equipment for use. You can't steal actual loot or whatever. Apparently, one of these arrows sometimes sort of falls through the table and through the floor and despawns. I don't know. That's just what I heard. Who the heck knows? Anyways, this is Garrett's apartment. We'll come to get very used to this place as the game goes on, but first...
Oh, it's just you. At first I thought somebody had broken in or something. Well, good evening.
Well, good evening. Yeah, and that's the landlord, who is that guy what always talks to Benny's voice for some reason. I don't know. I like that voice. It's the what's his name? Don New Doc Block the Aberth Amonamarth. Whatever. Yeah, so you can sort of bust into your landlord's place here, which for some reason I remember used to having a lot of trouble with, but his name is Z Wicket, which is an awesome name. Tuesday, finally got the rent money from Garrett, and tenant across the hall. Just in time, too. But tough it all, these payments are draining me dry. Why is he blackmailing me? I'm not a rich man. I put the rent money in with the other coins I've managed to gather up, and deposited them as the blasted lowlife instructed, underneath an old sewer grate down in Black Alley. I can't take much more, making payments every single day like this.
Too bad Mr. Wicket has to pay money to his blackmailer. Too bad for his blackmailer that I know where the drop is.
So it may look like you can pick the lid off of this, but in fact you pick the entire thing up. It's pretty silly.
A scribe must learn to control the glyphs, lest they seek to control the scribe.
And I guess you kind of gotta take care that he's not around this side of the hall when you exit or something. You can kind of bust...
Relax with taffas like that around.
What, like me? Yeah. And you can kind of pick these doors if you're not seen or possibly heard, I guess. I don't know. There was one funny guy or girl in here that said something about cheese when she was knocked out. Actually, serious. Pretty great. I am not actually just saying the word cheese to try to be funny. Oh yeah, somebody saw me. But I actually got distracted by thinking about this one pony OC called Butter Cheese, and how Butter Cheese is like the friggin' cutest huggable name in history. Oh, Butter Cheese! Anyway, I'm probably not going to try to break in there. It's really just some loot. I don't know, there might be a book. But I usually...
A little mean tonight. More than a little mean. If If anyone even looks at me funny, gonna be some bloody noses.
I don't know.
Cowards, all of them. And cowards, too. If I were captain, I'd have a thing or two to change around here, yes sirree.
If I ran the zoo,
Just keep moving, Tavern.
there would be nerds all up the place. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is I normally don't go in there and, you know, it doesn't clearly detract from my gaming experience very much, so yeah. Yes. You just keep throwing this same exact quote up. It's pretty silly.
The city. Obey the law, and there's no need to worry about the residents.
And so he says,
The city watch.
God damn, Garrett, shut up while the AI's talking. Alternately, AI, shut up while Garrett's talking. Morons. Every single one of them. Morons. Alright, Garrett.
The city.
so then I said,
Obey the
but
law,
I can't read.
and there's no
And so he
need to
says,
worry about the
"They got
residents.
whole place under
The city watch are the guys who want to lock me up.
What? Just like to show off these quotes because some of them are pretty cool.
The city. Obey the law, and there's no need to worry about the residents. The city watch are the guys who want to lock me up, though. Gotta keep my eye out for them.
Okay, so if you move at all, even backwards, these guys start talking. Dumb.
So then I said, but I can't read. And so he says, they got the whole place under
Quarantine. I know. Same thing happened to me. I can read so I could see for myself. I asked why, but the city watch wouldn't give me the time of day.
what do you think? Some kind of plague?
That's what I thought. But then I was talking to Jesse down over the tavern, and he says it's some kind of ship come into the docks. Something wrong with it. The quarantine is so that, and this is Jesse who said it, so take it for what it's worth, that otherwise the undead would be everywhere.
Everywhere? I wonder if Natalie is okay. She lives over in the docks near the Bloody Ears Tavern.
I know. And Grace O'Malley, too. Mind you, Jesse could be wrong.
Sure, he's been wrong before. That's right. Everything's probably all right.
Yeah, the city watch is just being careful. Doing this quarantine thing is a precautionary type step.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys are so right, girlfriends. Anyway, first time you're in the frickin' streets, okay? As I was frickin' saying. And this game has got this sort of open world thing going on. I mean, you know, its sections are pretty tiny because of stupid memory limitations or whatever the heck they did. Bad coding, I don't frickin' know, but yeah. Well, you can sort of pickpocket people, or you can, I don't know, you can do this, you can kind of like wave a dagger in somebody's
Watch where
face.
you're going, eh?
I guess. Brandishing it somehow. Like, I don't even know how to do that. You just swing it or something? Like,
Evening.
You could backstab people, and you're supposed to be able to, like, mug them in their face by brandishing a sword in their face, but that's, like, very un-Garrett-like if you ask me, and also, I don't remember how to do it, so, yeah. Now, there's lots of places in town that you can kind of go to. In fact, I'm way over the wrong place here. But, yeah, you can read, no passing quarantine area, all prosecution, well, yeah. There's a lot of gates closed off, and you get through later on through means I will not explain because they're awesome and weird and shit. And, also, y'all may recognize this mission if you've seen my play of, Zombies Outbreak Infested Super Amazing Lots of Zombies Extreme Version 101, by which I mean bad headache, bad hangover, and I like my title better. Yeah, this is the map which was ported over to Thief 2, so you might recognize it. Or if you play Thief 3 at all, which is
City Watch. You
a
can
lot of
tell
people.
by their insignia. They're the guys I have to look out for.
Then you know how this is. But yeah, I like how, you know, let me try to explain this again and do a terrible job again, but oh shit. This game has a lot of this kind of stuff, and I think it's one of the reasons I like it. It's got this kind of
Catch up with you later, eh?
home turf that's dangerous yet safe kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, there's this City Watch guy right over there, and he's always there as far as I remember. And you're like right at the edge of the light there, and you kind of run. Except I'm on expert, so I guess that's why he's more sensitive, so Maybe what I'm saying only applies to normal, but... Yeah, well, anyways, what I'm trying to say is you just sort of run past them. You have to do it, like, every single day, like, a bunch of times. Well, maybe not have to, but should, maybe. And it's just, like, real dangerous, technically, but it feels like your home turf, and you sort of run and dodge and weave around the city watch. Yes, Garrett, say your quote.
This is Black Alley. The red handprint is the mark of illegal establishments.
Black Alley, just right blatantly here, because that's kind of how the game is, but it's very blatant. This is my landlord's loot drop, by which I mean ransom payment, of course. Blackmail payment, I mean. And I can't seem to close this. Great, so, you know, if I was trying for Supreme Ghost, that would be horrible. But, yeah. This is, like, cool. It's just sort of, because the sections are so small, it sort of necessarily mixes in, you know, safe with unsafe in a really close fashion. I don't know. I like that feeling, and I'm doing a very bad job of explaining again. This is a store, spoiler, and where I want to go is over here. Except, I might as well pick up some moss arrows. We're getting all Zelda on everybody's ass here, telling you exactly what you pick up in so many words.
Garrett, Taff, didn't expect to see you. Haven't you heard? Lady Elizabeth from Rutherford Castle is after you. She was in here with some goons, asking a bunch of questions about that opal. They did a job on me. See the bruises? Had to give them a name. I guess before I knew that I'd given them yours. Which is the truth, ain't it? Anyway, I've watched your back, eh, pal? About the opal. No way I can risk taking it now, but I know someone who can. A fence in Stone Market. Black Market Bertha. If I were you, I'd go to Stone Market to see her now, before those goons find you. Anyway, I can still give you cash for whatever other loot you stole from the castle. Business as usual. No hard feelings, eh, Garrett? I mean, who's the one all beaten up?
I'm the only one who's supposed to have an annoying nasally voice, not you. Anyways, this guy's the best ventriloquist ever, and he's, like, really hammy and cheesy. But, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet about hammy and cheesy.
Only you could nab this much stuff, Garrett. Did you leave those folks anything?
Unfortunately, I did leave them a bit.
Did you hear about the quarantine? City Watch ain't telling what it's about, but I got my hunches, that's for sure.
Yes, well, good for you. Good thing it doesn't crash when going into the store screen, only when loading. But, yeah. So now that I've got my objective to go find Black Market Bertha, I can go to this a lot more respectable sounding guy over here.
Ah, sir. Welcome. Is this your first time visiting us? Take your time. Peruse. Enjoy. Shopping should never be a rushed experience.
See, I like this guy. He's all posh sounding even though he sells thieving implements.
Are we looking for anything special
And,
tonight, sir?
yeah, I own 35, 15, 4. Health potion I own 4. Yeah, I don't really need anything. And as you can see, there's lots of room for new stuff that they start selling eventually. Yeah, and that guy, and he doesn't bother you. It's like, shopping should never be a rushed experience. That's the truth, ain't it? Anyway, even though these city sections are small because of constraints and stuff, I still find them to be good. Like, you know, I like them fine.
Good to see you.
Don't even ask.
That wasn't a question. That was like a commenty thing, but hey. Anyway, South Quarter's kind of, that way, or no, Stone Market, sorry, is up that way, and Black Market Bertha is kind of around there, and, now...
Looks like Lady Elizabeth is here, with a couple of thugs.
Alright.
Did you see that fence wince? I only had to hit him 3 times before he started spilling his guts. Couldn't wait to give us Garrett's name.
It was my knife at his throat that made him talk, you taffer.
Heartless Perry, huh? He wasn't so tough. I want to go back and rough him up some more.
Shut up, you fools. The whole town can hear you.
My word.
Beg pardon,
How could anyone
Lady
dress so
Elizabeth.
shabbily?
The money is ready. Don't dally. I haven't got all night.
Taff. We wasn't being that loud. And if she's a noble, then I must be quite a gent. I'll be glad when this job
let's go. Beating on Perry was fun, but it's the money that counts. And I don't want to give that witch time to change her mind. The money better be right. I'm bringing my knife, just in case.
Hold on, you Taffer. We can't go all at once. Who'd guard the gate? We gotta go up one at a time. That way the other two can keep a lookout for Garrett or anything suspicious. Make sure no one, and I do mean no one, gets through our barricade until the lady's opal is back in her hands. Else why would she pay, huh?
All right, all right. Don't go all bossy on us.
Although I do like those two's voices. They're kind of like, you know, gangstery. Kind of cliched gangstery, but I don't know, they're fun. And there's like a couple different things you can do here. You can go in before she's even been in at all, or you can kind of like steal. Soon the opal will be mine. The fence told us the thief's name is Garrett and that he'll try for Stone Market, but my men have barricaded the gate and are ready for him. When I return to Castle Rutherford with the opal, I'll watch Julian and Ember suffer. For a time, anyway. Later I'll poison them. Never leave loose ends. So you can steal one or both somehow.
That's
well,
enough.
If you manage to take one or both of the money, these guys start fighting. But I can't really remember how to safely do that, so I guess I'll just do it this other way. Tell you the truth, most of the time I just leave these guys be, but yeah.
Oh, right.
Whatever.
Hello. Here's your money. Don't forget, there'll be more after you kill Garrett and return what he stole from me.
Well, is he gonna notice? Possibly. Anyways.
Hey! Some Taffer must have pickpocketed me!
Damn right.
Yeah, there's a few different things that can happen here. It's kind of a cool sequence and stuff, but I guess he just doesn't care. He just keeps sort of walking. Well, there he goes. Where the hell did that other guy go? He was walking this way. The hell happened to him? Because that other guy got pickpocketed? Does the guy not want to go? Pfft, whatever, man. AI is right. Pfft.
There's your pay. And there'll be more. Much more. Once I have the bloodline opal in my possession.
And I walk away the only winner in this little expedition.
Where'd it go? Did I drop it or what?
Except I forgot that you're supposed to use that time those guys are away to, like, walk past them, I guess, so totally didn't do that, except I
should have just said yeah, then given him the old double cross. That way I'd have the money and the goods. If he said anything, I could just tell him things got too hot. And in a long time.
Don't bother me.
yeah, I always interrupt interesting conversations with dumb ones. So anyways, this is to Stone Market, but I think I'll end it here after that quote-unquote climactic thing because my nasal passage is beginning to sting again for some reason. I guess I need to stop smoking leaded gas. That was a joke. See you guys next time. Bye for now.